Hey everyone, and welcome to a new devlog of our Metaverse United. And also this time I have some nice more news I can share with you. But yeah, let's directly jump in, and I have a new framework for you which we will use for our character customization and all that stuff, which is way more optimized, and it will support around 100 players at the same time on a dedicated server which is hosted on, for example, AWS. And as I mentioned before, it has way better performance and it's way better, like also network replicated, that everything will run much smoother than with the previous character customizer which we had. Also, our website now moved to a final domain. So before it was on the domain of my web developers and stuff like that, but we actually purchased the domain now and moved the website to the right domain actually. I will also post a link and all that stuff in the description if you also want to learn more about the full framework and what our company is like providing in terms of building custom virtual stores and stuff like that. Then of course feel free to sign up in this registration form or in this application form, and we will soon contact you to also talk with you more about your ideas for your own metaverse. Our next point will be the character inspection system. It's still in work currently, and so that's why I can't show you so much new stuff, so it will still look a bit similar and all that stuff, but we are currently reworking that as well, so that you of course can like interact with 3D products like, for example, phones or all that stuff, but also you can interact with stuff you can wear, like for example a backpack, but also other stuff like shirts or trousers, boots, stuff like that. And for that we are currently reworking the full system, that it works way much better, and also it's smoother integrated with the character customization system, with the new system we added. And our goal here is actually to achieve something that once you picked up a product, for example, you will get so many informations directly at the first view that you can, in theory, make directly a decision to purchase the product. Currently, when you see like a flat 2D image on, for example, Amazon, it's often like, for example, when you buy a new phone or something like that, that you also go to YouTube and watch a review there, you watch unboxing, maybe also when you're not a tech guy or something like that, a setup guide, or like you are watching a lot of videos or also other articles and stuff like that before you actually make a decision to buy. And what we want to do is that you can experience the product in a three-dimensional way. You can try it on your character, for example, if it's a clothing thing or something like that, that you can directly see if it fits you, it suits you, if you like the style and all that. But also at the same time you get all like normal informations like the name, description, price, but also some selected videos and stuff like that which show like how the product is working and all that stuff. Like this, you get all informations directly in the game basically, and you don't need to tap out to go to YouTube, for example, where you then can maybe also see some other videos which maybe are more interesting than the review which you are currently watching. And like this, the sales cycle will break, and there will be no purchase. And of course that will be not so good if you own your own store. But also for us consumers, it's like way better to actually learn more about the project before we can make the decision. Like this, we can make sure that the product we are looking at is exactly the product we are needing. And like this, we plan to revolutionize the 3D shopping and all that stuff, but we also already talked about that in our previous videos and stuff like that. And but also of course we make some more progress regarding the APIs, for example for the store loading, but especially with the add to cart or also modifications of existing items which are already in your cart, that you can change the amount but also remove it again from the cart and stuff like that. And soon, or next week, we are also actually working on the PayPal integration and checkout, that you can actually do like real world transactions to buy real world products, but also get a virtual product as a benefit, that you already have something while you are waiting until your real products get shipped to your address. And yeah, that's the next thing which we finally can start, since the PayPal APIs and all that stuff is now also finally done, with some little delay, but yeah. Also my developer Fabian, yeah, same name like me, also worked on a drone and quest system, which we will also soon like use or integrate in our Metaverse gateway in the level which I showed in the previous devlog. And here this drone will fly to you once you start in this new level, and it will be something like a guide. You have some quests, some example tasks you can do, from creating your first character to walk to the shop to get your first free like wearables or suits you can wear and stuff like that, that you can actually like customize your character, but also learn more a bit about this new shopping experience and stuff like that. And this drone will just make it simple for you when you are new to this game to easily understand what's going on and what are the features and benefits of it. Like this, we can also provide you like 3-dimensional tours and something like a road show about our plans for the future and stuff like that. And without that we need to be there, or without that we need to make an appointment for that and stuff like that. Like this, you can directly, yeah, learn more about our services but also about the metaverse in general. And like this, we can also bring like, yeah, education or something like that in this 3-dimensional space of our metaverse and stuff like that. Also, my head developer Patrick also played around with some VR stuff, since we are currently working on some projects here, and he played around with it, and then showed me that we can actually do like full body tracking in VR, and that's something which not even Meta can do. I just saw the new live stream. Now they also do it, but we had it before them. But yeah, Meta didn't release it now. They will release it next year, so we are we have a little advantage maybe, or we are a bit quicker, or we will see. But we can also do stuff like that, which cost a tech giant some millions and stuff like that. So it's very crazy that we can actually also provide our customers with this new VR full body tracking, which we can then also of course use for our virtual shops. So yeah, all in all, we are making very good progress. But yeah, in terms of my personal deadlines, etc., we are running a bit behind, since I also work now with a sales team to get like the first customers onboarded easily by beginning of next month. So together we will test the systems more to find out which features maybe are missing and which we need to add in the next months. But Christmas is very close now, and of course we also want to show that as many shops as possible, so that they can also see the benefits of it and also can integrate their products and services easily in our framework, into that they get their own shop. But yeah, why do we need applications or frameworks like ours to create virtual shopping experiences? Why is it important for shops? Currently, shops are focusing on their website, maybe also social media, to get new interests and stuff like that. But especially in the current times, it's very hard to catch the interests of people, because we all know it from TikTok. We swipe and get the next video, and when we see new websites, it's very similar. The normal user spends 5 seconds on a website and decide then to leave, or if it's a website which is appearing and which helps the user, then of course he stays. But the it's at a very, very fast pace where users make a decision if your website is interesting or not. And with applications like ours, you can give a user like directly, like, oh, there's something I can experience or play, and like that you can directly catch the interests of the users and keep them hooked while playing. And it's always the same basically, like one image always says more than 1,000 words can say. But now we live in a time where we have this application running with 60 frames per second, means we have 60 images we show the user per second. And you can imagine that this is like way more than you can showcase in any video or in any like optimized texts or something like that on your website. Like this, users can learn so much more in a quicker way, but also in a way that it like keeps in their like memory for long term. And like this you can show them so much more about your company, your vision, your goals, your team, to build trust and all that stuff. So it's like an incredible medium to share more about your company. Another cool thing is that because currently no one has something similar on their own website, you will have an eye catcher on your website and people will also talk about it. Let's say maybe I see something like this and I like it and it was very cool. I spent like 10 or 30 minutes or something like that in this virtual experience. I learned more about the brand and all that stuff, and then I also will of course recommend it to a friend because it was so unique. I never saw it before, and when I have a friend who's also like a tech guy or something like that, I of course will recommend it or like show it my friends as well. And like this you can easily network or expand your audience, which see your products and your website in general. But also maybe like I had that in cases where we used those virtual exhibitions or shops, that also the news saw this stuff on the website and then they also wanted to make articles and stuff like this about it. And like that also more and more people will see what you are actually doing online. And in my opinion, there's actually like no way around like doing something like this in the long term. And now we are in a position, or you would be in a position, when you decide now to also create something like this, that you are one of the early adopters who can benefit of all the stuff which is coming, because you are one of the first having an application like this. And in the future everyone will have something like this. And then when you only have a website or social media, then you can't compete against those people who actually build up a fan base, or you can't compete against those brands who build up a deep connection or relation also with their target audience group. Because with, for example, virtual events or something like that, you can also if you make like digital services or something like that, like for example like coachings or something like that, with virtual events you can also keep this audience hooked for a long term, so that they like always stay in contact with you, that you can directly maybe also upsell your next product, or that you can see where they are standing, where they need more help. And like this a deeper customer relationship or stuff like this will getting created. And then of course it will be also very hard for new companies who don't have stuff like that to enter this market. So it's very important to start something like this as soon as possible actually. But I would say that's it for this video. I guess it's a bit shorter, this video this time, but of course I will keep you updated in the next few weeks about how or where we are standing with United and with our framework. And of course I will let you know once our sale is starting. But if you now also saw the potential in this medium or want your own metaverse, then of course feel free to contact me. Then we will put you on a shortlist to get early access to our frameworks and also solutions for virtual shops and virtual exhibitions. And with that said, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. And that's it. Take care. Bye.